All right, let's jump right in. This is a custom growth plan I put together just for you at Patriot Lifting. I've been through your stuff, your videos, your website, and man, it's clear you've built something really impressive. But, it also looks like there's maybe one main thing holding you back, and it's actually something you brought up yourself. So that's what we're going to focus on, a real strategy to solve that one challenge. This quote from you, it just says it all, doesn't it? I've just always had a fascination and passion for cranes. That's not just some line you said in a video. That's the bedrock of your whole business. I mean, everything you do, whether you're explaining rigging on a budget or walking us through that massive 11-ton Grove, it all comes from that real, genuine passion. And honestly, that's your biggest strength. And look, that's not just a feeling, right? That passion, you can see it woven right into the DNA of your company, especially when you look at the values you live by. Yeah, honesty, integrity, and quality service. This isn't just some marketing slogan you slapped on your website. You actually live this stuff. I mean, when you talk about helping your buddies in the tree business get their start, or how you're so upfront about the real costs and what your equipment can actually do, that honesty, that integrity, it just shines through. And you know what? Customers see that. It's got to be why your reviews are so great. And when we just look at the facts, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, come on. Over 10 years as an operator, 25 plus years just being around cranes, you're certified, you're insured, you're a master of that complex gear like the Grove. So let's just be crystal clear about this. The service you provide, that is not the problem. Your quality is absolutely locked in. Okay, so if the work itself is top-notch, what's the thing holding back growth? Well, the interesting part is you answered that question yourself. You pretty much nailed the biggest challenge for any owner-operator out there. I was watching your video about how to start a crane business. And after you covered all the bases, the financing, the rigging, all of it, you got right to the core of it, the real bottleneck. And boom, there it is. That's the whole thing right there. You can have the best gear, you can have all the skill in the world, but if that pipeline of new work isn't constantly full, the business just can't grow. You said it perfectly. There's no load board for crane jobs. It all boils down to outreach, to finding the right people, and man, that is a full-time job all on its own. So naturally, the first thought is, okay, I'll just hire someone to do that outreach for me. That's the traditional solution, right? But as I'm sure you've already figured out, that path comes with its own set of pretty big costs and headaches. And here's what's so interesting. This number, $57,516, that's not just some random number I pulled out of thin air. That's the high end of the salary you posted on your own job listing for a B2B sales pro. That is a huge annual expense. And that's before they even bring in a single new job. And let's be real, finding that perfect person, it's incredibly tough. I looked at your job description. You're looking for a unicorn. They need 3+ years of B2B sales experience. They have to be willing to move to McDonough. They need to be okay with cold calls and site visits, plus have amazing follow-up skills. The whole hiring process can drag on for months. And even then, there's just no guarantee you'll find the right person. So what this really does is it lays out two very different paths for you. You've got the traditional way, which is expensive, it's slow, and honestly, it's a bit of a gamble. But there's a new way, a way that uses automation to get the exact same result. A calendar full of qualified people to talk to. And this is what I really want to show you. I want you to just imagine a system that's built just for Patriot Lifting, one that acts like your own dedicated sales engine, just running in the background for you day in and day out. So what is this thing, this engine? Well, it's an AI sales system. Basically, we build and customize it for you just one time. And you can think of it like a digital BDR, a specialist that does three things. It finds your perfect clients, it sends them personalized messages from you, and it follows up automatically, all for one single purpose, to get warm leads to book meetings right on your calendar. And I want to be super clear about this. This isn't about replacing anyone. It's about filling that critical sales gap that you have right now. It takes all that super time-consuming repetitive work, the outreach, the follow-ups off your plate. It just frees you up so you can focus on what you actually do best, what you're passionate about, talking to real, qualified prospects, and operating that crane. Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's walk through the steps. The best part is, it's designed to be totally hands-off for you. It's a really simple process. Step 1, we nail down exactly who your ideal clients are. Step 2, the system starts sending personalized outreach every single day. Step 3, and this is huge, it follows up automatically over and over. Because we all know most of the yeses come after the 5th or 6th try. And when someone's interested, they just get a link to book a meeting right on your calendar. All you have to do is show up for the call and do what you do best. Close the deal.
And we're not just shooting in the dark here. We know exactly who to target. This isn't about spamming random people. We go find the specific decision makers, the construction project managers, the facility ops directors, the power plant supervisors, the people who actually hire for the big ticket heavy lifting jobs in Georgia and all over the Southeast.
And here's a quick taste of what the outreach actually looks like. See? It's not some generic spammy garbage. It's professional. It's personalized. It speaks their language, mentions their specific type of project. The whole point is to position Patriot Lifting as the go-to expert, to represent your brand just like you would yourself. So that toughest part of the business, finding work, it really doesn't have to be something you carry all by yourself. This system is built to solve exactly that problem for you, consistently and, most importantly, affordably. Which, of course, brings us to the price. So remember that almost $60,000 annual salary for a sales rep? Well, instead of that, this entire automated growth engine is just a one-time setup of $1,500. That's it, one and done. We build it, we launch it, and it just runs for you every single day, bringing in leads. So, what does this actually mean for you day to day? It means your outreach is happening every single day without you lifting a finger. There are no complicated dashboards to log into, no tech headaches. You just get to skip that entire nightmare of hiring and go straight to the good part, having conversations with the right people who are ready to talk business. Look, you've already done the hard part. You've built an incredible business fueled by real passion and serious expertise. If that consistent flow of new leads is the one piece of the puzzle you've been missing, well, this is it. We can get your custom growth engine up and running this week, and you could literally be talking to new, qualified prospects by next month. The work is out there. Let's go get it.